Hi, my name is Peyton Lanning, and I am this year's senior class president. Welcome to the LCHS 2020 graduation ceremony. Unfortunately, this year things are a little different. With the current world pandemic, the high school took steps to ensure the safety of our fellow students, friends, family, and all who would have attended this year's graduation ceremony in the gymnasium. So I'd like to welcome you all to our virtual graduation ceremony. Today is a day that all my fellow students will remember, a day that was stolen from them, a day they look forward to since the moment they walked into LCHS for their first day of school. To many, this was their biggest moment, and yet it was taken from them. Like many seniors around the country, we had to adapt. We took our in-class learning to our homes. For weeks, we stared at a computer screen to finish out what were the last moments of our senior year. None of my fellow seniors would have ever dreamed of our high school careers that would end like this. Just like we seniors did, teachers around the country had to adapt as well. Creating completely new learning strategies and ways to help our students without being there in person was a big challenge, especially on short notice. In the end, our teachers pulled everything together to give us the rest of our education. I would like to say thank you. Thank you to all the teachers around the country continuing to work to ensure that our education was completed. Thank you to all the healthcare workers out there on the front lines, putting their lives at risk and working day and night to heal our country. Thank you to all the essential workers that help keep this country running. And lastly, to those without a job, due to the current regulations, we pray that in due time, things can return to normal so you can have your lives back. Never did I think in March that I would not be seeing some of my favorite teachers and fellow classmates again. All of the good times my classmates and I look forward to simply vanished without notice. Yes, this is all very sad, and a lot of us have been looking forward to this day, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. We will all go out into the world in our own unique way, doing what we want to do. We have developed the skill of perseverance because of what we have gone through this semester. I'd like to wish all my fellow classmates the best of luck in whatever they decide to do in life. This pandemic is a reminder that we should never take time for granted. Enjoy each moment you have to the fullest so you never live with regrets. Be in the moment with your family and friends because you never know how long it will be before you get to spend quality time with them again. All good things must come to an end, and here we are, class of 2020. We did it. All the nights stressing about our finals, having mental breakdowns, and sometimes wanting to quit, all amounted to this moment, a true moment of accomplishment. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Welcome, everyone, to this year's graduation ceremony for the class of 2020.
It is my privilege to recognize the salutatorian and valedictorian of the class of 2020. The salutatorian is a student with the next to highest grade point average after 8 semesters. The salutatorian for the class of 2020 is Grace Lesson. Congratulations, Grace. The valedictorian is a student who will graduate with the highest grade point average after 8 semesters. The 2020 valedictorian is Sydney Worth. Congratulations, Sydney. Please welcome valedictorian Sydney Worth.
Class of 2020. We have been through a lot to get to this moment, high school graduation. Though I am not able to stand in front of you for a regular graduation ceremony, it is my honor to be able to give this speech with the current circumstances. Nobody thought this is how our senior year would come to an end. We were anticipating that last day when we could finally get out of the school and start life in the real world. Instead of that, we faced the last months of our senior year in quarantine with online classes. Being stuck at home, I realized that my time in high school was more important to me than I originally thought. The loss of my senior softball season, a normal graduation, and a regular ending to the school year was hard to accept. We had worked too hard to get to those final moments for them to be taken. These losses made me appreciate the past 4 years considerably more and taught me a few valuable lessons. As I look back, I remembered memories that most of us share. During high school, we got our license, made new friends, fed Stooky's fish, and became way too good at procrastinating. We may have been sleep deprived at times or dreaded running the mile, but moments like seeing Mr. Hammer in a dress attempting to impersonate Paula Abdul or getting a good grade on a test you thought you failed made it all worth it. High school was filled with countless experiences, starting with walking into class our first day as a freshman to living through a global pandemic without a real last day as a senior. Although we would not have chosen all these circumstances, They allowed us to learn and become the people we are today. For me, learning to appreciate the skill of working as hard as I can was one of my main takeaways from high school. I would not be the person I am today on the field, in the classroom, and in general if I did not give my all into everything I do. In addition, I would not have the privilege to speak to you all right now as Class of 2020's Valedictorian. While we all have put in our own efforts, none of us would have been able to succeed as we have without the help of people in our lives. Thank you to all the faculty and staff of Lincoln Community High School, especially all teachers and coaches, for allowing us to be in an environment where we not only prosper in our academic endeavors, but in our athletic endeavors as well. I want to thank all who came into and enhanced our lives, as well as anyone who tried to help make up for the events we lost this year. Last but not least, thank you to all the parents and guardians who got us to school and practices, signed us up for activities, and brought us items we forgot at home. We all appreciate everything you have done and continue to do for us. Despite losing a chance at state, a whole senior season, or just a regular ending to our school year, people still are here to support us. Without your support, this production and our graduation would not be possible. Class of 2020, I know this year did not end as you intended it, but as Zig Ziglar stated, it's not the situation, but whether we react negative or respond positive to the situation that is important. We graduated high school and there is so much more to accomplish. I ask that you respond positively to this situation. Learn something new, get something done that you have been wanting to do something to make the situation better because you deserve it. We all deserve it. Thank you, Class of 2020, for these past 4 years. I'm going to miss the Friday night lights, rooting with the large crowd at basketball games, and playing softball, but most of all, I'm going to miss you all, my fellow graduates. As our own Abraham Lincoln said, the most reliable way to predict the future is to create it. Good luck to you all in your future endeavors as we part ways. I hope that you create your own future.
Good morning, afternoon, or whenever you may be watching this video. My name is Austin Prater, and I am this year's Student Body Vice President. First off, I would like to congratulate you all and commend you all for your hard work, determination, and drive that got you all to this point today. I would also like to thank everyone for allowing us to speak to you all on the announcements to start your wonderful mornings off here at LCHS. And although it may have gotten cut short, I loved every minute that we were given to speak to you all, so for that, I thank you. It is a well-known tradition here at Lincoln Community High School to provide our school with a parting ways gift as not only a reminder of the great class that left it behind, but also to provide LCHS with something that classes can use for years to come. As the class of 2020, we will be donating $500 to the incoming class of 2024, and we will be helping purchase new banners that will be placed on the windows of the junior-senior hallway. These banners will serve as a reminder to everyone of the pride that we share to consider ourselves rail splitters and a beautiful addition to our hallways. To all of you, my friends, classmates, and most importantly, fellow graduates, I hope that we all may return one day to admire the beauty of these banners and take pride in being a railer once again. To the younger classes, let this serve as a reminder of the great class that preceded you and encourage you to be as great as we were. And last but most certainly not least, I would please ask Mr. Pelker, Mr. Strickland, and all other faculty and staff, please accept this gift in honor of the class of 2020. Thank you and Godspeed.
Students who have earned a GPA of 4.0 and above after 8 semesters of high school will be recognized as cum laude. The following students have achieved this honor: Erin Q. Barrick, daughter of John and Heather Barrick; Alexis M. Erb, daughter of Brian and Linda Erb; Bennett L. Graber, son of Karen and John Carter and John Graber; Lauren J. Grau, daughter of Eric and Tracy Grau; Hannah C. Hartman, daughter of Brian and Kendra Hartman; Claire E. Hill, daughter of Lauren and Sherry Hill; Madeline R. Keeler, daughter of Todd and Ann Keeler. Grace H. Lesson, daughter of Eldon and Martha Lesson. Justin G. Long, son of Eric and Michelle Long. William D. Mesner, son of Brian and Barbara Mesner. Luke G. Morrow, son of Greg and Peggy Morrow. Christina T. Nguyen, daughter of Tien Nguyen and Daniel Nguyen. Austin D. Prater, son of Daniel and Deb Prater. Aria D. Pumphrey, daughter of Chad and Chartice Pumphrey. Grayson A. Rademacher, son of Gregory and Gail Rademacher. Madison M. Rolfs, daughter of Christina Knollenberg and Mike Rolfs. Zach D. Smith, son of David and Paula Smith. Abigail R. Steffens, daughter of Jason and Beth Steffens. Keenan B. Sowers, son of Tom and Guyla Sowers. Adrian I. Tiffany, son of Tom and Sandy Tiffany. Faith N. Turley, daughter of Brian and Audra Turley. Gwendolyn R. Van Slambrook, daughter of Hannah Van Slambrook and Chris Van Slambrook. Sydney R. Worth, daughter of Tiffany Worth and Darren Worth.
We can't possibly mention all of the honors and awards this class has achieved. We have a very special award sponsored by the Town and Country Bank. The award is the Senior of the Year Award. The recipient of this award will receive a $1,500 check from Town and Country Bank of Lincoln. The process involves the selection of a Senior of the Month for each of the 9 months of the school year. For September, Sydney Worth. October, Aaron Barrick. November, Grace Lesson. December, Lauren Grau. January, Hannah Hartman. February, Bennett Graber. March, Austin Prater. April, Justin Long. May, Luke Morrow. This year's Senior of the Year is Grace Lesson. Congratulations, Grace.
To our amazing superintendent, our school counselors, our phenomenal teachers and staff, our family, friends, classmates, coaches, and everyone else who supported us during these 4 years, thank you. My name is Mariah Sanders, and I am a graduating senior of the class of 2020. High school is a major milestone in every young adult's life. It comes with its ups and downs, its awards and trials, but we were lucky enough not to have to go through it alone. We all had all of you guys here to help us during these times, both the good and the bad, and for that, we thank you. When I first entered high school, I had no idea what to expect. I felt helpless. A lost freshman who had no idea what she wanted to do or who she wanted to be later in life. And I think I speak for all of the seniors when I say that we now know. We know what we want to do and who we are. We have worked all very hard to get to this point, and it is thanks to those who have supported us that we have this moment. Joint Superintendent, thank you for your endless dedication in making this the best senior year ever. Despite it being cut short, we appreciate all you have done this year to make this the best year possible. To our counselors, thank you for always being there to help listen and guide us along our paths. We are extremely grateful that you always listened to all we had to say without judgment or criticism. Your guidance and unending support has helped us become better versions of ourselves. To our principal and all other office staff, we thank you for keeping the school running smoothly. Without you, all of this would not be possible. Even through these new and difficult times, you put in the time and dedication to ensure that us students could continue our education. To our ever-supportive teachers, thank you for always being there for us. You gave us your time, knowledge, and support. You saw the potential in each and every one of us and always pushed us to do better. Thank you to everyone who has worked behind the scenes to help us get through. Our cafeteria staff, janitors, secretaries, and everyone else who we may not have worked with personally or directly, but who helped make the school a better place. Our friends who have already graduated, friends graduating high school with us, and our friends who have yet to graduate, thank you for making high school a bit more bearable. We would also like to thank our amazing class sponsors, Mrs. Burton and Mrs. Jackson. You have helped make Rocky Olympics and Float Building fun each year and pushed us to work together as a class. I'd also like to give a big thanks to our coaches who have always been there for us and have counseled us in when we needed it. Lastly, but definitely not least, I would like to thank our parents and family. Thank you for always supporting us, pushing us to do better, and listening to us when we're down. We would like to say that we appreciate it and we love you. Thank you to everyone I have mentioned, and thank you, Class of 2020. Together we have laughed, cried, and had wonderful memories that I know I will cherish forever. As we go our separate ways, I hope everyone remembers all these times we've had together. Thank you for making these 4 years so great, even if it did end in such a weird way.
Hello everyone, my name is Mia Hollinger and I am your student body president. As our virtual graduation ceremony comes to a close, I would like us to reflect on our time here at Lincoln Community High School. Although our last year may not have ended the way we all wanted it to, we should focus on the times we had before everything ended so abruptly. High school is the point in our lives that not only allows us to grow together, but to grow individually. In my personal opinion, I believe that all of us have changed tremendously since the start of our freshman year. We are now more confident than ever and are ready to tackle our future. Now that we are finally about to attend college, trade school, or take part in the workforce, there are a lot of things to remember as we finally leave. We have spent the last 4 years running the mile in PE, taking hundreds of math tests, and stressfully writing papers for English class. Although most of us will probably take more math tests and write papers in the following years, the memories we've had at LCHS will always be a part of us. Everyone says that 4 years feel like 4 seconds, and I do believe that we are all experiencing that feeling right now. It is so surreal that we, as the class of 2020, are finally graduating. At this time during the closing speech, I would command everyone to move the tassel on their cap from the right to the left. But since we have already walked across the stage individually and moved our tassels, it is now official. Congratulations, class of 2020, you have officially graduated from Lincoln Community High School. Thank you.